Okay, good morning, world. How are we today? Look, I don't know what's going on this morning. The world thinks that it is already spring, I guess. It's much brighter this morning. I just wanted to make a video this morning. It may not be too long. Just talking about how, you know, steadily, for the past, 10, 20 years, I guess, people have become, I would say it's more than addicted. I would say it is like completely consumed by their phones, and not just playing games, but just scrolling through YouTube. Just like constantly wanting to be entertained, like entertain me right now, entertain me right now, entertain me right now, and that's not how like nature is though. That's not how the world naturally is supposed to be, like life, and I know that there is a cohort of people around the world who are deciding, especially like the generation that's like younger than me. There is a specific generation there that is trying to be like kind of retro and bringing back the old, analog clocks and, the phones that have the cord and, you got a dial and, trying to push away technology basically in its modern forms because they can see how like detrimental it is to people's like mental health, and it's so addictive, and it's like being a drug addict. It really is. And I just wanted to talk on that for a second because I see it all the time, there was memes made up about it like years ago where, there's like people falling down, drain holes in the street because they're too busy looking at their phone even when they're crossing a road. Just like stuff like that. That really is like how bad it is. People get aggressive when they don't get to have their attention on whatever dumb crap they were watching on their phone. And that's the problem as well. It's not even like people are spending their time on their phone watching something valuable, educational or like inspiring, confidence and growth, for them to, fulfill their ambitions in their life and things like that. Now it's more like just like, when people make videos that's just funny cartoonish type voices and animals doing funny stuff or skits, or just like it's like brain rot stuff, just like constantly. And like it brings you no benefit. And also that's that instant gratification that you get from, scrolling to something new, scrolling to something new, scrolling to something new. It's so not good for you to have instant gratification like that. It is actually, you should be training your brain and the chemical reactions that happen inside of you to work towards a gratification. That's how a properly functioning human is supposed to be. For you to be like instant gratification from just scrolling through stupid videos on YouTube, or playing a stupid little game on your phone that's kind of similar sounds and visual appeal like a gambling machine. When you're doing that, you're feeding an addiction. just the same way that like a gambler gets addicted to those machines. It's like a reward system in your brain, and your brain is being rewarded every time there's certain bells and sounds and colors and, you know, twinkling gems and, you know, whatever like that. Yeah, you're doing the same thing when you're doom scrolling in social media or in YouTube or whatever it is. And yeah, I just feel like society as a whole is getting dumber. You know, like where are the philosophers of the world, you know, that sit around and observe nature and test things in real life? You know, where are the people who go around with their oil paints and their easels and sit and paint nature in the different seasons and whatnot? Where are the, you know, bird watcher groups and, you know, wildlife, you know, nature warriors and photographers and, you know, all these things that I feel like are very intelligent and important things that a human can do and be a part of. You know, now it's more like, because of technology and people's addiction to doom scrolling and copying what they see. I mean, now you've got, you know, an artist is somebody who, yeah, can draw something really good, but they actually copied it from a YouTube tutorial. Like, nowadays it's not even that common that somebody's coming up with their own stuff. You know, yeah, I feel like society is getting dumber because, and also having a lack of character, a lack of individualism, a lack of you know, the ability to what's the word? You know, when you need to analyze things in real life, in situations and all this sort of stuff. Now we've just got keyboard warriors and dum-dums from all the crap that they've been dumbed down by on TikTok and everywhere else. You know, you got kids who can't stop doing these stupid dances that they've learned off of TikTok. I mean, it's just like, and everyone's like a clone of each other, you know? That's like, everyone has to like be doing the same dance and having the same hairstyles and dressing the same and having the same stupid Stanley Cup and you know what I mean? Like, it's like, where is humanity going if it's like, you know, trends are like, you know, oh, you're a loser if you're not following this trend. Oh, if you're not part of this cult, you're a nobody. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you're focusing on. That's what you think is important, that people should be like focused on themselves in life. You know, I just feel like people in general for like the last 15, 20 years, like as phones came along and social medias and stuff, I feel like people don't even really have hobbies anymore and their own individual interests. I feel like it would be rare now to like come across a person who says that they actually spend time, you know, in a day or in an evening, you know, with a real book in their hand, like reading, you know, let alone if it was an educational book. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like, and this is not a, you know, oh, technology is evil. No, I think that technology can be good and I think it can be useful. You know, here I am with a YouTube channel, you know, because I'm trying to use technology to my advantage, obviously. That's what I'm doing here. But also because there should be more people having real talk on YouTube, I feel. I feel like YouTube is mostly like a popularity contest, where people have their little groups that they're a part of, and all this sort of stuff, and it becomes like a popularity thing. I would say that there is not many people on YouTube who, I mean, like, you know, up there well-known channels and stuff, who just like talk real about real life things and inspire change in people, inspire growth in people, inspire people to take a leap of faith and go after their dreams, their ambitions that they've been having on the back burner, too afraid to pursue. Just like I've said, you know, on this channel as well, I've been there. I've been doing that my whole life. You know, even this channel was like a big leap of faith for me, big, you know, push through the confidence barrier. Yeah, anyway, I won't ramble on. I just wanted to, I guess, you know, this video is sort of like cataloging, you know, the facts of life that I'm seeing around me, you know, that people are just consumed by phones. There's a lot of tradies even who, like, they pretend to go to the toilet, you know, so they can go on their phone and scroll. Like my partner's told me about it. You know, and where bosses have to like ban phones off of the work site. You got to keep your phone in your car, because people just can't help but like be scrolling. I mean, what is wrong with humanity that you're at work and you desperately have to scroll? You have to be checking stuff on your phone. Oh, I've got to see what's happening on Facebook. Oh, I've got to see what's happening on YouTube. Like, what the hell? Anywho, yeah, look, just observations, cataloging over here, and I am home now, and that's it from me. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.